Hey everyone, this is a video of me covering the Hoglin stables. If you guys haven't seen the video on T-Wag's channel, you should probably check it out. It basically explains the basics of how the Hoglin stable structure works and how to route it. But this is my variation on it because I find that most people tend to give up on the run if they don't get the good gap or the bad gap, and I find people wasting time looking for the good gap and the bad gap. So this is going to be covering how to be able to memorize and go more in depth of the structure and the routing of the Hoglin stables. So right now, this is a speedrun just demonstrating what I'm doing. My thought process is currently, well, I got the good gap. We're just going to get the gold blocks and look for chests. And the main premise of stables is that it's basically a chest scavenge because unlike most other bastions, stables are very random. And if you guys haven't seen, they have 5 different ramparts, which can be different. The top ones all have chests, so you gotta know where the chests are. And the bottom ones could either have gold blocks or that one bad rampart with a chest. So, here I am scavenging for chests. Once I've traded all the gold to the piglins, then I'm gonna look for chests. And at first, it's probably gonna look like X-ray. I'm just gonna be digging around looking for stuff and magically finding them. But no, I actually know exactly what I'm doing, and I know where to look for everything, which is what people should be doing, right? They should be able to know where to go and what to find if they dig in random places. So here I am just getting more gold, looking for obsidian, and you saw I got really lucky with the obsidian there. If I get enough obsidian, I'm just gonna head straight back to my piglins and check on the loot. So here I am, going back down. Alright, there it is. And let me just go pick up all my stuff. And yeah, as soon as you got all your stuff, you just gotta get the hell out of there, right? So basically, you want to get a bunch of pearls. You want to get enough obsidian for nether travel, enough string. And I'm about to finish right about here. So yeah, there's my inventory. I don't have a lot of string, but I do have pearls, I do have nether travel, and I do have fire resistance, and that's generally all you want to see. So yeah, that's my speedrun on the stables, and we're going to take a look at what it's actually like. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys one of the most important parts. How can you tell the bottom ramparts apart without checking the gaps? So sometimes you're going to have an underground bastion, and you won't be able to see the gaps. In this case, I can see them really well. This is a bad one, and this one over here is a good one. But sometimes we don't have time for that. We gotta go straight in the bastion, and we can't waste time looking around, right? So, what's the easiest way to tell apart the left and the right rampart? Well, of course, the solution here is you're gonna go in the middle rampart. And this middle rampart is very easy to tell which one of the left or right is a good or a bad gap. So we're going to focus on the right rampart first, just because it's the easiest, and we're going to go on the left later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight into the middle rampart, and I'm going to go into a little section in the middle rampart that lets me know the contents of the right one, I guess. So we're going to start from here, and I'm going to go to like the second level, or just the middle level right here. So you can see this is kind of like the direct middle. So you can see there's a little hole in there. And this is going to be kind of like on the right of the middle rampart. So you're going to go in here, and you see a long staircase down, and you see a long staircase up. Now what you're going to do in this situation is there's going to be kind of this big hole kind of separating the middle and the right gap. It can also be kind of covered like this. It doesn't matter what block it's in, but you're going to look for this kind of wall right here. There's like a hole, and it's pretty easy to tell. But here's what you're going to do, okay? So, right here at this wall, you're going to kind of dig at the middle of it. This block or this block, it doesn't matter. But you're going to dig right through here. And right now, I can already tell this is a good gap. Because if this is a good rampart, I'm going to have to dig through 4 blocks to get to here. And we see the staircase. This means it's a good gap. So I'll put it back. But you're going to dig through this wall. And if there's 4 blocks, it's a good one. But if I dig through this block and you see an opening, so hang on, I'll kind of like replicate it, but it's kind of like this. But like if you see this wall and you dig right through and you see an opening, then that means it's bad. If it's good, you're going to have to dig through multiple blocks. So keep that in mind. Good, multiple blocks, bad, 1 block. So now we're going to check for the left rampart. So there's quite a few ways to check the left rampart, but usually you're only going to check the left one if the right one sucks, because the right one is closer to this middle gap right here. So we're going to go through here. Let's say we've dug through this wall and it's garbage. So what we're going to do is we can either go down there or we can go up there. Usually I'm going to go down there, and the only reason I would go up here to the top is if I'm already at the top of the bastion, which I'm not. So this is case number 1. So you can go up or down, or sorry, up or down. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to loot this bottom chest. This is why I like to go down, because you have access to this chest right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig on the left of the chest, and I'm going to dig 5 blocks in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to dig 3 or 4 blocks this way. So 1, 2, 3. So in this case, it's 3. If you dig 3 blocks, it means it's a bad rampart. You can also tell if you have this kind of L shape right here. So this L shape means it's bad and you should probably turn around. And the last way you can tell is if the staircase has this kind of structure like this. In a good gap, it would look like that. In a bad one, it looks like this. So right here, you see this is a bad rampart, and it sucks. And like, if I was to show you what the thing looks like on this side, so you can see, I was to dig through the same wall, I would end up in this cave, and you kind of have like this Tetris shaped thing right here for the staircase, and there's no L shape like that, which means this is a good rampart, and you can get all the gold blocks and do whatever you want. Now, what if we went to the top staircase? The top staircase is a lot easier, but it has the disadvantage that you don't go for the bottom chests. And for up here, it's pretty simple. On the right side, you're just going to break a block. And if there's an opening, it's good. If there isn't an opening, it's bad. So this doesn't have an opening, which means it's bad. I'm sure you guys saw the start of the clip. I dug through this wall, and there was an opening, which meant it was good. So for this case, it means open is good. If it's closed, it's bad. And the last thing I want to bring up is the middle rampart. So, as we know, the middle rampart does not have a good gap or a bad gap or any of that cool stuff. All it has is this bottom chest and this really long staircase. But the middle rampart isn't very complicated. For the middle rampart, you only have to really go up this staircase to check for the top one, and from here it should be pretty easy to tell. So right here we have a lantern chest, but it's pretty simple to tell, even if it's a triple chest or a diagonal chest, any of that. Pretty simple, nothing too special there. Right, so I'm gonna show you guys how to find chests from good gaps or good ramparts. So we're back in the same bastion. This has the good gap, and we have to find chests at the top. So first we're gonna find chests in the shit one. This one is the one no one likes. It only has 1 diagonal chest, and usually it doesn't have obsidian. I mean, sometimes it does. You never know, you can get lucky, but you know, this is what you have to do in this situation. So let's say we're down here, right? So this is where your piglin hole is. And the direction you're going to have to take is pretty simple. So this is where you're going to go up for every single good gap. you're gonna go up this left staircase. This left staircase takes you right up to the top rampart. And first thing I notice whenever I go up this, there's gonna be these 2 blocks right here. And these 2 blocks right here can either be regular blackstone or blackstone bricks. So it could be like this, or it could be like this. And in this case, they were both blackstone, which means it's garbage. So what I do with a garbage top rampart is I turn to the left, and you'll see this sort of blackstone roof right here. At the end, there's normally going to be covered, but I dig up right here at this kind of, at the end, like the very end. And you just dig up, and you loot that chest. So this one's pretty simple. If it's a bad top rampart, then you just gotta turn left and go for this chest. And this is the only chest in the rampart. So if you're gonna loot this chest, you're gonna have to scavenge for other chests, which might be difficult depending on whatever stables you have, but it shouldn't be too hard because after all, every rampart does have a chest. Alright, let's figure out what we're gonna do in this one. So here we are again, the good gap. We got all the gold blocks, one's on the wall as well. And we're going to do the same thing with a bad chest. We're going to go up here to the left and up the staircase. And this time I noticed blackstone bricks instead of regular blackstone. So with regular blackstone, there's no chest over there, but instead we're going to dig up just like so. Keep going up. And then I'm going to keep going up again. And all I saw was blackstone. Only blackstone bricks means we're going to have a lantern chest and a hidden chest. So let's pretend this one's underground, alright? Because this one's kind of easy. You just loot the chest, and you go back up there and loot the top chest. But if it's underground, you're going to go down this hallway, right? And you're going to notice the lantern chest. So you open that, right? And now you're going to go down to this intersection. And this intersection has a dead end, and this also has a hallway with this lantern right here. So I like to call this the lantern hallway, and this lantern marks a really important part because above the lantern on the left side, in the corner here, what you can do is you can dig all the way up so you can't dig any more blocks, so about 4 blocks. You're going to pillar up, just like so, and then you're going to break all the blocks up to here. And then you should be able to access this chest by jumping for it. And just take whatever you need. And then go back down. So you just come back this way. And along this way. And what I like to do is I like to dig down right at this block. Because this is the fastest way back down into the good gap. Or the gold block section. Whatever you like to call it. Alright. Here I am in the good gap with all the gold blocks. And again, I think you've kind of got this down. You just go up the stairs, as we always do. Take a left, take another left. And you notice the blackstone bricks on the top. So we're going to dig up again, as always, right? And as soon as you notice that basalt, that means you got a triple chest. So this one will always be pretty open, even if it's underground. You will be able to access it without much digging. And yeah, just loot the chests, come down, back here, and just dig back down, and then go back and loot your piglins, and you should be done. Now I'm going to show you guys how to route with bad gaps. So we got this little chest right here, and there's no gold blocks around. You open this, get whatever you need, but let's say you don't have enough and you want more chests. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same rule we apply to every single bad gap. We're going to go forward here, and we're going to hold right. So go up the stairs, take a right, and then keep going right. You're going to ignore this room, but you're just going to go up the stairs, and you should end up in this room. And this room will usually indicate what happens at the top rampart. So in this case, the roof is made up of mostly blackstone, and if we look over here, we should be in this room again, which means, remember, at the end here, there should be a chest right up there. So you can loot this one, which means this one is a bad top rampart and only has that one chest. Alright, now we're gonna try the hidden chest in a bad rampart. So, this one has a hidden chest up there, and we're gonna see why. So again, just go up the stairs, hold right, and just keep going up. And you should end up at this room. And what do you know? Here's the lantern. So, if you remember from the lantern from the good gap, this lantern right here on the left will mark a good hidden chest. So we're just gonna dig up for this one, as we always do. Right? And up there is the chest. Which also means we're gonna have a lantern chest right here. And you can loot this one. There's a pin block in the way. Who cares? I'm just gonna open it. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Nothing really complicated for this one. No digging. Just go straight up for it, and then you just dig for the hidden chest and get this chest, and it's just that. All right, here I am again in the bad gap. We got another chest. No gold blocks. We loot it. It's probably pretty bad, so you're gonna go up to check for the chests. So remember the rule. Hold right, and then here you kind of go left, ignore that room, and we end up here. So, what's the first thing I noticed about this room? So, we got a huge black stone roof, right? But there's nowhere to go over here on the right, which means this isn't a diagonal chest, this is actually a triple chest, and this is probably the best one out of all of them. So what you're going to do is, there's two ways to do it. One of them is you just dig up right here, and you end up in this hallway. Or there's also this little hole right up here, which you can just block up like that. But from here, you're going to end up in this intersection. You're going to go forward right there, and you're going to go right over here. So this way leads to the triple chest right up there. There's one little tip I would like to cover. So let's say you have a bad bottom left and a bad bottom right rampart, which means you're going to have no gold blocks. Your last resort is going to be trying to find a top rampart with a triple chest. And the reason why we want a triple chest is because if we go down here, there's this room, which I'm sure you guys know about. And right down here, there's 4 gold blocks that will always be there. So, am I getting out there, Mr. Piggy? We'll just cover it up real quick, and I'll show you guys how to kind of route this one, because this is just a quick little thing if you guys don't have enough gold blocks. So, your last resort for the triple chest. I'm going to route it from the top, and I'm going to route it from the bottom. So right here, I'm going to route it from the top, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig down at one of these 2 center blocks between the 2 chests. And I'm going to cover myself up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig and try to access this chest. I got to turn these guys down. I'll dig for this chest. We got obsidian. And I'll dig for this chest. And we got nothing there. And what I'm going to do, pay attention, I'm going to dig a downward staircase right at the end here. And there we go. We end up at this room right here. So that's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. You just dig down, and you get the chests, and then you dig a staircase going down into this room right here. And what you're going to do from here, you want to be able to block off this room, and maybe get rid of any piglins in here, or at least just bait them out, you know? Because we don't want any piglins in here. This is kind of like our safe room. And of course, you're just going to mine the gold blocks, do your usual business, and just, you know, trade with the piglins. So yeah. Just throw them out there, should be good, and then you just wait for them to trade. Okay, now from the bottom side, if you're coming into the gold room, you want to be able to access the chests. So we're just going to do the complete reverse of what we just did. So you're going to face the left wall, and right here on the left wall, the left center blocks, you're going to make a staircase right up this way. So just like this, and about 3 blocks or so is where the chest will be right above. So right here is a chest. I sometimes like to block myself off here so piglins can't see me leaving it. And we'll check the chests. We got obsidian. And again, we just check up here. And nothing in there. And now you can just go back down, block it off, and then do your usual business. So get all 4. They get real pissed at you, and just throw them the gold, and you should be good to go. Okay, let's take a look at some practice examples. So here I am at a completely random Hoglin stables. I've never seen this one before, and we're going to figure out how to route it. Alright, so I'm starting from the top here. I can't see any of the ramparts. Now normally, you would check for the top ramparts just so you kind of have an idea of where you're going to go. So I'm going to go for the left one, because first of all, I am on the left side of the stables, but also it's the easiest to get to from the top, because the top has a staircase which lets you right into the left rampart. So let's try it. Alright, so here I am, just going in. So this right now isn't too good. Let's dig into here. Right, and if we dig through this wall, yep, there it is. Alright, so first thing I see is blackstone bricks, and we have the staircase, and the staircase means we got gold. So let's go down here, do the usual, break these 4, let them down, block them up, and alright. So I'm assuming you guys already know how to throw gold blocks to piglins. If you don't, that's kind of sad, but you know, this should be a pretty easy section, so I don't have to explain this much. Alright, there we go, got that. We'll get these down here, of course. And now, since I saw those black stone bricks at the staircase, I think I'm gonna... Well, I have to go for them, right? There's no other option. So first you have to find out what the top rampart is. So let's see which rampart this is. So of course, I'm going to go up the staircase. Right. And we're just going to dig straight up here. Preferably have a fast block you're building up with. Right now blackstone is not the best option, but it's what we got. Okay, so I see basalt. Basalt means we got a triple chest. And this is kind of underground, so this is really annoying. But this is a triple chest. So we just gotta dig for it, kind of. Yeah, here it is. And just be cautious when you're looting the triple chest. There's usually a ton of piglins here. Not this time, but yeah, we got enough. We got obsidian there, so that's really good. So I can just dig right back down. I think it was somewhere here. It doesn't matter. It was somewhere here. But you just gotta dig right back down. You should end up wherever you were. I don't really remember where it was. I kind of forgot where I dug. Might have been here. Yeah, it was there. Okay. Nope. This is the middle staircase, which means it was over here. Alright, I'm remembering. Don't worry. Yeah, I kind of got a ton of piglets mad at me. No big deal. We do have everything done down there, so I can just dig right out here. Pretty simple, pretty simple. Maybe block up behind me just in case. Who knows? But yeah, I would just leave. And usually I finish the time when I come out of the stables. So I'm going to pearl out right up there. And as soon as you finish, it should be time. Alright, 246. That was pretty okay. I had a pretty big time loss to... What was it called? Digging up to the triple chest and also kind of digging down. I got pretty lost there, so pay attention to where you're digging down. You don't want to get lost. You know, that could have been like a 220 or whatever, but this is kind of me going in blind. And I think I did pretty well for that one, so yeah, that's pretty good. Let's move on to the next one. Let's look at the bastion we have at hand first, alright? So, first thing I noticed is that there's already 2 triple chests and 1 bad one. So, I'm going to go for this triple chest on the left first, just because it's the easiest way to get in, if it's a good gap. So, yeah, let's try that. So, we're going to go in here, right? And I already noticed a bad gap, which means I can't go in this one. So, I'm just going to go straight in this way, all the way down here. into the middle one. I'm going to dig through here, and it's open, which means this is also a bad gap. So these two kind of suck, not going to lie. But I did notice I had 2 triple chests, so I'm going to go for the gold blocks in those triple chests, okay? And I believe I'm on... Yes, this is the middle one. Okay, so I'm going to go through here. We're going to get to this room right here and get the gold blocks. And yeah, luckily these guys are leaving the room. I don't want them here. This guy isn't, so I'm just going to lava bucket him. Right. And then we're going to break these. Yep. And we're also going to go for the chests. So I'm going to do the staircase thing, as I talked about earlier. And there should be a chest there, yep. And there should be a double chest right here. Yep. And we got a fair amount of gold, actually. Unfortunately, no obsidian, but, you know, we got gold, so much higher chance of pearls. So I'm going to toss half of them here. And then I'm going to go to this rampart on the left because I did also see another triple chests. So we're going to be a little cautious here because there might be some angry piglins. We don't want those ruining our run, right? So do the same thing right here. I'll toss some gold. Right. I'll throw some there, just like that. And then go for the chest again. So yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Not the best situation. Definitely could be better with a good gap, or, you know, at least some obsidian, because this is horrible. But in this case, I think I'm going to check in the chests. I think I'm going to check the chests for obsidian in this case. Where did I dig in from? I don't remember. Yeah, where did I dig in from? Oh, God. Oh, God, my brain. Oh, did I go from up there? Okay. So, I have 3 obsidian. I have 4 now to make up this stupid staircase. Yep. I think these guys are all done. Alright, we got 9 obsidian. And we should just come back here, and they should have some more waiting for us. Yep, there's 11, and we can get out of here. Just like so. Okay, so 301 is not bad. You want to aim for sub 3 ideally for stables. This is kind of a really bad scenario with no good rampart. So that's pretty unfortunate, but we did with what we got. And so we have 50 string. That's not good, but we do have enough for a respawn anchor, so that's also good. We have almost 3 stacks of pearls. We got 12 obsidian, a bunch of fire resistance, and some leftover gold as well. So we can make tools of those for, you know, fast mining and all that. So yeah, that was pretty good. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so our final stable example is going to be a closed one. So I can't see the top ramparts, which means I'm probably going to go to the left one because I'm kind of closer to the left. And again, the middle is easier to get to the left one instead of the right one. So we're going to go here. And if it's bad, we go to the right. If it's also bad, then we go top for triple chests. That's the general route of it. So yeah, we're going to give it a shot and go. So again, right up here, if it's covered, you just dig right through. Pretty easy to spot. So that is bad because bad is closed. So we're going to check the right one this time. And it is good because it's closed. So, again, same route. We do this every time, so you guys should know how this works. And I'm going to kind of hug the left wall here, just so the piglins get baited down here. And looks like we got them all. Alright, let's get this top one. Sweet. So I have to check the staircase to see which chest it is. Really gotta hope for obsidian in that one. And there we go, we got Got a really good amount of pearls already, dang. Love to see that. Okay, so I'm gonna cover it up just so their drops don't go up. Looks like we got blackstone at the top, which means we turn left. Unfortunate. We got some obsidian though, but I do want more than this, because I'm kind of scared I'm not gonna have enough with 5. Even though we do have, like, a really, really big amount. I'm gonna go for this bottom chest down here, because it's the closest one I have to access right now. And looks like we got some obsidian. Sweet. So if I didn't get obsidian there, then I think I would have checked in that bad gap, because, again, there is a chest there, as you all know. And, oh, dang, we're done, actually. Alright. We're getting a speedy one here. Okay. Can we get the sub 2? Can we get it? Can we get it? Alright, what do we got? So, not good string. This is only enough for 1 bed, it looks like. We're just 1 short for 2 beds. We used 1 pearl, but we had 17 in total. We have 19 obsidian. And we have enough for, what's it, 1 respawn anchor. So, could have been better drops for Ender Dragon explosives and all that stuff. But I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, usually it's not a big deal if you don't get 60 strings, so I would say this is a completed Bastion. So sweet, we got a sub 2 in our last one. Yeah, so that's the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, hopefully you learned a thing or two about this, because I spent way too much time on this than I care to admit. And I hope this really helps. Like, I seriously, seriously hope this helps, because I see so many people resetting and hating on this Bastion just because it has the bad gaps or whatever. But no, it's really more than that. I still think it's one of my least favorite Bastions, just because of how random it is. But I do find that it has a lot of opportunities that people don't tend to take. And I really hope this just kind of shines a light on the Bastion, you know? So, yeah, please don't reset Bastions. I actually kind of like it a little more now. But yeah, be sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos like this. If you guys want to see another in-depth Bastion, I'd love to do that. But for now, that's going to be it. So, yep. Hope you guys have a good day. Have a good night, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys later.